or smoking certain vices or going certain places. Like, that's a challenge to break those vices. But even that's not the biggest part of letting go, man. I think when it comes to the biggest part of letting go, the main thing is letting go of. About to take a ride, about to take a ride. Man, I'm sitting there chilling at Maltose ice cream, eating some Thai tea ice cream. I'm a crackhead for Thai tea, bro. I can drink it every day, man. So for me to see an ice cream, I had to break code today, right? You know what I was thinking about? Something I was thinking about, man, is, you know how a lot of times when people say you have to let go to move forward. Like, let it go, man. Let it go and you can move forward, right? I'm even always talking about it, even when I'm talking about, like, forgiveness. Like, you have to forgive. You have to let go of the past to move forward. So when we say let go, everybody understands that you have to let go. You know, all of us understand that you have to let go of some familiar places. We have to let go of some familiar things, some familiar habits. And to be honest, that's the easy part. Getting new friends or separating from relationships or leaving institutions or leaving jobs and all those things, even when it comes to, which is harder, even when it comes to leaving certain vices. Like, if you understand that you drinking a fifth of whatever every night, or you eating certain foods or smoking certain vices or going certain places, like, that's a challenge to break those vices. But even that's not the biggest part of letting go, man. I think when it comes to the biggest part of letting go, the main thing is letting go of all possibilities of you failing, or letting go of all possibilities of you not winning. Because a lot of times, and I'm really speaking to myself, bro, a lot of times, man, I've been trying to move forward, quantum leap, whatever you want to call it, and I'll do all the separating, I'll do all the internal work, I'll do all the going into the silence, I'll do all the meditation and all those things, right? And I'll be sitting there for a number of days or weeks, sometimes months. And I'll say to myself, man, like, life is still not moving forward. Like, why is life not still moving forward if I'm doing all the things? And the thing is, I'm still holding on to possibilities of failure. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm speaking to myself. Maybe it's just me. But a lot of times, like I'm saying, a lot of times I can do the work, but I'm still holding on to possibilities of failure. Meaning I'm still thinking about a plan B. Like, okay, if XYZ doesn't work, I'm going to do this. You can't have a plan B and be all in on plan A. You can't have any kind of options open. Every single time I'm moving forward, if it's something major, you know what I'm saying? If it's something major, every single time I'm moving forward, nothing happens until I'm all in and failure is no longer, not even an option. Like the opportunity to fail is not even, it doesn't even cross my mind, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time. And I'm sitting there thinking about the 4 or 5 quantum leaps I've had in life. Because for the longest time, I'll sit there and look at doubt. I'll sit there and look at all the worldly things that will keep me from achieving that thing. I'll look at my degree and say, oh man, well, my degree, you know, it's from this school. It ain't from some prominent Yale. Like, I'm sure people are going to be beating me out. Or I'm sure I don't have this much sales experience, so I'm sure I won't be able to get the job. Like, I'm keeping that option open of it's not going to work. Or, hey, you know what? I don't have a certain certain amount of money in the bank. So if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to do this right here. You know what I'm saying? a lot of times it's that negative thinking, man. It's that negative, not even a lot of times, every single time. Not even a lot of times, every single time, man. This ice cream is fire. This whole mall is fire, man. Hey, I think Brad's got a video on this mall. I'll leave it at the end of this video, man. If y'all want to see this mall in this area in its entirety, I'll leave a link to check that out, man. I'm almost sure he has this one already knocked out. But yeah, man, failure can't be an option. Like, we literally have to be all in. And that's a hard thing to achieve. But when you think about this, because what I'm saying is science, which means there are people that move like this, that they can't speak to, they can't speak to this, they can't tell you what they're doing, but they're doing it. There are a lot of things that I speak of, man, and I got a partner, man. He's pretty high profile, pretty fast moving, cat. And me and him are sitting there, we'll be sitting there talking, and he'll just be talking about the way he moves, and I'm like, he can't speak to a singular truth, but when you listen to him speak in one or two sentences, he's pretty much saying, I'm all in when everything goes right. You know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about moving forward, when we start talking about letting go, let go of all possibilities or all options of you not making it. And sometimes that's not just like a one switch thing. A lot of times it takes you meditating. It takes you being in solitude. It takes you sitting home watching reruns of certain motivational pieces of content, or listening to certain music, or reading certain books over and over and over, or going into that sacred space and meditating and living in that space, which is the main thing. Once you find out, man, once you sense like doubts, once you say, hey man, I'm trying to cross this bridge and get to this place, but those doubts arise, all you have to do, man, is keep going into your meditation. Keep going into your meditation, man, and live a version of that life where that failure is not even present. And every single time you come out of that meditation, just match that energy, bro. Just match that energy, man. How copy? I ain't telling you something I read. I'm telling you something I field tested. That I've been field testing over the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you. Of course you can read this in some Neville or some Napoleon or some W.E.B. You can read it probably a million different places. But I'm speaking to what I've learned over the course of my life, man. Even sometimes I've had some things in the bag. Like, a lot of times there have been things that I could have and should have accomplished that were, they weren't even me quantum leaping. They were just me kind of I'll just say leveling up. But it was an easy level up. And the fact that I still had a little bit of doubt, like, maybe this, maybe that, it didn't pan out. And I'm sitting back like, what? And I can see the doubt in myself. At the same time, I can count on 4, maybe 5 occasions where, I need y'all to hear this, bro. I need y'all to hear, and believe me when I say this. There's been 4 or 5 occasions in my life, and I'm saying 4 or 5, but to be honest, I'm just talking about like certain quantum leaps in life. Of course, there have been many than 4 or 5, but there's been times in my life, man, where I've been sitting there and I've seen that thing be presented in front of me, and I've known in my mind, like, you know what? By the laws or by the mindset of the majority of people, by the mindset, or really by the just I'll just say like this. I've been presented with things where I say, you know what? I see no way possible that's going to happen. Like, yeah, that's my goal. That's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to achieve. That's the place I'm trying to find myself. But I see no way possible. Like, I've thought of every opportunity I can think of. I've looked down every avenue. I've checked every box, and I still don't see a way to get there. And I've sit back and said, okay, you know what? I see what I'm faced with, and I've sit back, man, and I've done that internal work, and I've done that mental work, and I've created my vision, and I've stepped in that vision, and I walked in it as if there was no other option. And man, I would turn around in 2 or 3 weeks, turn around in 2 or 3 months, and just be like how? Like how did I get to this point? You know what I'm saying? And that's when I really started understanding. And I know y'all hear me. I know y'all probably tired of me saying this word, truth. But that's when I understood how powerful your truth is. That's why I say it. That's why I'm speaking about it all the time, man. Because once once you understand it, man, you really understand how beautiful this world is and how powerful we are as people inside of it. Once you understand how powerful a truth is, you understand how beautiful this world is and how powerful you are inside of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you instantly become limitless. You instantly become limitless. You want to make the 6 figures? You want to make the $1 million? You want to move from Vegas to Atlanta? You want to move from Dallas to Cape Town? You know what I'm saying? You're limitless if you do the work. If you do the work, man. Meaning internal work and then doing the external work to match it. That's the challenge. It's not coming up with the idea of what you want. It's doing the internal work and then doing the internal work and then doing the external work. But what I'm saying for this specific video, a lot of people are doing that work, but the one thing that they're forgetting is to eliminate all possibilities of that thing you're desiring not happening. Eliminate all doubt. You know what I'm saying? As if some of the greats say, move as if it's already done. Move as if you already have the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Move as if you already have the souvenirs, tattoo and t-shirt. And I'm gonna tell you, God will show up and show out. If you want God to show up in your life and show out, understand what I'm saying. Understand that if you own any scenario in your mind and eliminate any possibility of you failing, life will get scary for you almost, man. Life will get scary for you. You will find yourself in rooms that not far before that you said, hey, you know what? I don't see myself being in that room. I don't see myself rubbing elbows with those people. I don't see myself driving those cars. I don't see myself catching flights to these countries. I don't see myself doing these things. I don't see myself waking up doing what I want to do in life. I don't see myself waking up just sharing my passion, my thoughts, and my experiences with people for a living. I don't see myself retiring at 40 years old, 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? You'll find yourself accomplishing those things, man. I promise you. I promise you. I'm not going to get on Zuckerberg's World Wide Web and tell you that if it wasn't true. Right hand of God. Right hand of God. It looks like it want to rain outside, but it's a nice day at the same time. But yeah, man. Letting go. Again, it's easy for us to let go of the people, places, and things. It's easy for us to let go of the vices. It's easy for us to let go of the fifth of Henny, the quarter peas, and all these other vices. Lustful, the hub. It's easier, right? The hard part is getting rid of all options or all scenarios of failure. You eliminate every single scenario of failure, and brother, you're gonna win, man.